I don't want to say I told you so, but listen to this. Few discussion here and there, and people start popping up and saying this, which I already know, and I don't know if I made a video about it, but if I didn't make a video about it, I will be so happy to make one. People start saying that my Leica CCD sensor with the M Monochrome is way better, or it's going to be better than the CMOS sensor, which is in the Q2 Monochrome. So I so much knew something like this is going to happen, that people gonna keep complaining. People, or in general, like people gonna keep like finding a little bit what's best all the time and what's better, and you know, it's like kind of a game of like mine is better than yours. But this is not the case. I don't want to make this is the case, but you can see people are convinced of what they have. They are convinced of this is the real camera that I picked 10 years ago. I stick with it because I know I believe in it. I made a video about the Leica S2P, the medium format. It's a CCD sensor. Now I remember I made a CCD sensor. I said the CCD sensor is way better than the CMOS in some certain situation, but in general it's better than the CMOS for sure, because of the quality of the image. It's a bit more pure than digitalish than the CMOS. Anyway, I said in my Leica S2P video, you can check it in the channel, I already said that I still love the Leica S2P better than the other versions of after it, which is the come with the CMOS. It's a great medium format camera. I miss it. I love to own one day again. I love their lenses, top of the line. But you can see people are shifting their mind because they understand one thing and one thing only. I understand photography. I understand a little bit of the digital world. How is it working? I understand that CMOS in this case does not need to be all of a sudden high ISO, because everybody's looking for high ISO all of a sudden, or people are like just shooting in the middle of the night all the time like they are like the new Batmans, you know? This is not the way it is. The way it is I already said, is the Leica Monochrome in general, is there like a version better than the other? For sure, yes. For sure, yes. Because I believe and I know, as a passionate photographer, and I know there is a big group behind me, agree with me that when we say the CCD sensor, color or black and white, it's way better than the CMOS sensor. The skin tone, the clarity, the contrast, the highlights, the shadows, the grain is the main factor of black and white. And also when you apply it with color, it makes this touch, it makes this unique vibe of Leica. And when it comes to, even with my Leica SL, when I shoot events and I shoot certain situations, I put the ISO to almost 3200. Some situations I put it to 6400, even though I have a lot of available light, because I want the grain. Sorry, I want my photo to be very grainy because I want that vibe. I don't want clean photo. If I want clean photo, I will do it on my phone. But this is not the point. So you can see people are already making groups of, I will stick with my Leica M Monochrome and the Leica Q2 Monochrome. It's kind of a fast-paced, it's like a delivery express pizza kiosk now. I don't know what's going on. People now click on this video to have information, but I made already one before this one, check it out. But I want to say and express and share some information that's happening about the Leica Q2 Monochrome. People are talking about which one is better. I don't want to say this one is better than this and this one is better than that, but I can kind of see that the Leica Q2 is just the monochrome version. It's kind of going toward, it's a Leica Q2 with the monochrome switch on as a filter. I know it's already sensor built from the ground up, and I know the philosophy is to make pure black and white photography in such a small form factor with a nice kind of feel of the Leica Q that it's been very popular, but this is not the case all the time. So you can see that not everything is so good and popular. We need to turn it to black and white so it will be more popular. Like, I don't think I'm gonna see the Leica S medium format turn to monochrome. That will be a very different management at Leica if I see that happening. I know the management will be changed. If they announce Leica S Monochrome, I will know, I know for sure, they fired the old generation and they put a new generation or something going wrong. So I don't want to ruin the idea of everybody putting their orders or everybody going to buy one. Enjoy your Leica Q2 Monochrome. For sure, it's an amazing camera because the standards is high already, and the build quality is already amazing because there's no difference between this one and the old generation beside the sensor, because they can just take one or just build it based on the new sensor and keep everything the same, because it's, you know, once you know what you do inside the house, you know how to do things inside the house or in-house. So I don't want to say the Q2 Monochrome, it's kind of like a pizza corner of a big amazing restaurant, but this one is called express takeout or express delivery. You don't need to sit inside and enjoy the atmosphere. It's okay, we have an express one, takeaway or takeout or delivery. So this is look like the Q2 Monochrome. It's kind of amazing, like amazing place built with attention to details, with all these amazing texture and clarity and micro contrast, which I'm talking like the Leica M Monochrome, right? And we build it from the ground up, and the idea, we are the only one in the world, we made a monochrome camera. You can put all your desirable lenses, M Leica lenses, mount it on your Leica M and enjoy anything you want, from all these apertures or focal length. You have it all. Enjoy your Leica monochrome body, which is called the Leica M Monochrome, and just attach any lens you want. And now we having, here you go, it's the same as the camera before this one, but it's turned to black and white. Before, in that case, like with the Leica M, it wasn't the case. It was really a very different family. But now we are not in a different family. We are just copy paste. We just don't put colors in it. I'm not against anybody. I am not against the company. Probably the company is gonna say like, I like Leica. If I don't like Leica, I will not bother and waste my time sitting in front of this whole setup that I made and render and upload all these videos about Leica. I could just call it a day from day one and that's it. Or just say like, you know what, I bought it full with my money, full price. I didn't even get like a cup of coffee. And why do I need to do all these things? Just take aside, just keep your mouth shut and that's it. But because I like it so much, I'm already gonna discuss this in a group. Don't forget, we have a Leica club group that I made specially for us, for all kind of genres in photography, whether you wanna sell, trade, discuss, show your gallery, show your work, talk about different topics, share videos, everything to do, because I want to make this very exclusive. It's called Leica Club. I will link in the description so you can just click on it and join us. It's very, very new. I just opened it days ago. So let's be very exclusive in that one and make it the most amazing group online. Anyway, hopefully this video is kind of it's different, and also to share the thoughts and share that whoever owned the Leica M CCD, you are not alone. We still talk about Leica as a family. We still love Leica as camera manufacturer and passionate about photography, and we are not taking sides whether this person bought the Leica Q2 Monochrome or he have the Leica M10 Monochrome or he have the Leica M CCD Monochrome. We all still love Leica. We just wanted to be still and feel different when we own Leica. We don't want to turn to this kind of I own 6,000 euro Leica Q2 Monochrome and it's only take black and white, and it's obvious that I don't want to say if I can just put it next to another Leica Q and turn the black and white in some certain settings, I could have the same results, because it's not like I'm start to enjoy black and white photography. I'm just capturing photos in black and white. But with the Leica M, that's really the fundamental of Leica. That's really what it was Leica or Leica all about. Manual control of the focal length, manual control of the settings, manual control of what you want to do. What do you want to do? The Leica M is looking at you and say like, Johnny, what do you want to do? Tell me. Your settings. Oh, what kind of lens do you want to put on your Leica M Monochrome? Okay, what kind of lens with an aperture? What kind of speed? What kind of ISO? Now we're turning to almost like a phone look-alike camera that you just do it like this and do it like this. It's black and white, tick, 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 and that's it. Okay, we got the clarity, we got this, but we don't get what was Leica well known all about maybe. But when it comes to this thing, I wish Leica did not make the Leica Q2 Monochrome. I wish that they made a different camera sitting next between the Leica Monochrome M and the Leica Monochrome M10, and they make something between the mix of a design of Leica SL and the Leica Q, and they merge it together far away from the Leica M, so it can be standing alone. Look at the Leica S system. It's sitting alone like a queen. Nobody talks to it, nobody dare to come next to it, because it's the masterpiece. Look at the Leica SL. Now we have the Leica SL2, which is, I think it's ugly, next to the Leica SL. But when it was before the Leica SL2, the Leica SL was amazing. It's a piece of art camera until today. I wish it's handy so I can show it to you, but I will show it to you next time. It's a, well, you can see it anyway. So you can see it's such a masterpiece. So when it comes to pure black and white photography, why it was not exclusively made camera? Why do I need to make the same camera just turn to black and white on? I don't want to make this kind of a complaining video, but all I wanted to say that with a small extra time to put into making just another camera the same, but just turn it to black and white, like what's happened with all the generations. Why don't we redesign a little bit of both combination and make it very unique? Especially Leica is coming now to the L mount system, so they could maybe think wisely about it and put different lenses and interchangeable lenses to such a like a camera. Again, people will always complain. People will always want to have different wishes for their cameras, and people will always never be satisfied in a way. So this is what I was reading in the group. So I thought to share these thoughts, because it's important to show that always that enjoy what you have. Whether you have the Leica M CCD sensor, which is the monochrome, or you just almost going to try your Leica Q2 Monochrome, which is going to be no surprise. I know you're going to hang it around your neck for the rest of the next 2-3 months, and then it's going to become sitting on the side, because it's actually, again, this is only pure personal one-on-one. if I'm gonna buy the Q, the Leica Q, the normal one, I will buy it more for professional work and personal work and professional and passionate about my artwork. And I also can say it could be like a backup, like, because I'm having my Leica SL, right? And I can have a backup, or I can mix them together so I can use it a bit more. But once we go to the monochrome version, it's a one-way, small, teeny tiny, thin road. You're gonna be driving alone, and you're probably gonna see one, maybe two, with a very, very like far ahead. So CCD sensors, Leica M Monochrome, you are not alone. We are next to you. We love this camera. And don't take it until, don't take the Leica Q2 Monochrome. It's like gonna ruin the whole thing, because until today, people still shoot with the Leica M 262, they shoot with the Leica S, they still shoot with the Leica Q, they still shoot with the Leica M 7, 8, 9, and 10. So once we're still in a system, we are in a system. This is it. This is part 2, probably is the last part, because you know we already know what's going on and what's happening. But let's discuss more things in a nice exclusive way to the Facebook group I just made, which is called the Leica Club. It's very exclusive. And let's share some photos and gallery, and let's build up a very good thing there, especially when it comes to the Leica Q2 Monochrome. Let's see what people come up with, and let's see, I don't want to say like let's compare which one is better, the CCD or the CMOS sensor. Of course not, because it's obvious. But let's have a kind of a different philosophy, because this is a fixed focal length. It's going to be in certain situations only. You cannot make what we make with a 90mm focal length on a Leica M CCD sensor, right? Because you can play around with the focal length of the Leica M, because you can mount anything you want. But with the Leica Q, which is the Q2 Monochrome, you are very limited with everything in a way, but you're not limited with everything in a way. So let's see how we work around it, and let's see the people who bought this, what can they come up with, and let's see when the people who owns that, what they can show us. And this way we can actually come to a good conclusion that I really made the right decision for whatever reason I bought that, and I'm so happy and glad that I owned what I own, because at the end it's up to you, not the cameras. Regardless, any camera you want to talk about, Leica or non-Leica, it's all about you as a passionate person, because people still shoot with film and they make great work. So the camera is not that important, especially in a digital world. So as long as you know what you want, what to do, and what you wanted to put to the table for us to look at and enjoy, because sadly today everything is very digitally, phone, tablet, iPhone, zoom in, zoom out. This is not the way photography works, because photography invented was only to be printed on paper, and we are having access to all these amazing digital instant look at the photo right away. Yes, but we're not enjoying the real good prints. We're not enjoying like how to see amazing, like let me show you a Leica print. To enjoy what's this. This is what we need to enjoy. Not we need to enjoy zooming in, zooming out. Thank you so much for watching. Please check my work at ramseyspencer.com, ramsino.com, expertotv.com, and don't forget we have a Leica group called Leica Club. It's amazing. It's one of a kind. We combine a lot of things together in one system, because we want to make it not like others. If you want to sell something, you need to be in a specific group. If you want to showcase something in this kind of camera, you need to go only to this group, only to this group. Everybody is like groups. Let's make this group one group for everybody, and we call it a Leica Club. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.